Here we are, Conan and I outside. It's pretty cold out here. It's March 31st, 2025. And I just wanted to show you guys that our grapes, they're waking up. Look, you know how interesting this is? Like a few days ago, I was recording them and they were like really tiny, right? Like this tiny, and then 2 to 3 days later they're growing so much. Now this is, I think this is the Niagara right here variety, or it could be the Suffolk, I don't know. Anyways, we got 3 different varieties of grapes, and over here this is the Concord. And look, as you can see, they're growing, but it looks to me that that little thing there, that will become flowers. And I've seen grapes before that started to bloom, and this one right here, I think this will become bigger, and then it will sort of become like clusters, and it will have you know, like white flowers, and then it will turn into like a big clusters of grapes as they grow bigger, right? But I am pretty excited and proud that we've only planted this last year during the fall, and I don't know, maybe about to fall, or like summer, between summer and fall, and they're growing really significantly. This is, you know, this right here, including the Niagara and the Suffolk, they have grown so much though. Like it came from a twig, like I think this long right here, right? And then look, it's, the base is getting so big, like maybe 5 times the size or even 10 size. But I think this is pretty cool. How interesting. Now here's the other variety. Again, I don't know if this is the Niagara or like the Suffolk, but here it is. And look, I am very impressed, because for the most part, they said when you plant grapes, they may take, you know, like say for example you plant a grape this year, it'll probably take 2 to 3 years before they produce fruits. And I'm really hoping that this year they will actually start producing fruit. But Conan, what are you doing, puppy? What are you doing? What are you doing, puppy? Conan wants to say hi. So before this one right here, we actually have one trellis, this cattle panel, and then now we double it. And it used to be, you know, this opening right here where the arch, this was actually facing the other direction, which is like facing the south. And then I don't know what happened to me, but I decided that I wanted to extend it, or like expand it, sorry. So now we have 2 of these cattle panels here, right here. There's 2 of them, and it is quite wider and bigger. Now the arch is actually facing to the east. You know, I didn't even know that until just right now. So this is pretty cool. I'm really excited. We got like daylilies here. I thought that we have pulled everything out of the ground because I wanted it to just have the grapes, but I don't think there will be any problems, you know, between the daylilies and then the grapes growing together. Look, I can't wait to, you know, see this vining around, and, you know, we'll fill the entire, you know, panels right here with lots of growth. And I'm really hoping that it will provide, you know, fruits this year. So we shall see, right? I am pretty excited that this will have a much better vining, you know, capacity. Oh, look at this. Look. Isn't that great? That is so awesome. Look at that. So at least we're gonna have 3 different varieties of grapes this year. Whether they will produce fruits or not, I'm still gonna be really happy. And eventually, next year, this will have more, you know, vines vining around the trellis. But I think it will become much bigger, and it might have a better opportunity to, you know, to expand, or will, you know, have a better vining. But we'll see. I'm hoping that I get to get more cuttings when I prune them this year, and then eventually start, you know, from cuttings and fill all of this area right here from the side of, you know, that is our common driveway with our neighbor, and then all the way there, like that right there to the side, and then all the way down. And that would be an ideal or a goal of mine, to just go ahead and fill this with grapes. Maybe not, or just, you know, orchard. You'll never know. Now let's go here and show you the apples. So this right here is another row of like fruit trees. This one right here is the gala apple. As you can see, they're also flowering, right? Look. And you know, I planted this tree last year, and look, they're doing pretty well, I hope. Cross fingers, right? And here is a Honeycrisp. It is also blooming, you know? And you know, the flowers of the apples are just so pretty. I don't want to fall. Anyways, look at that. Very pretty, right? And then of course I have here, this is an Opal Apple. This is our favorite apple, but this I planted when I was in Arizona in 2020, and I brought this with me. I transplanted it twice already, because this is on the other side of the yard, and obviously it's not, you know, blooming or anything, but this is its 4th or 5th year. But I had to keep pruning it because I wanted to make sure that it has like the, you know, the proper aeration or whatever that may be. But yes, this is actually it. So we actually have 3 different varieties of apples that I planted, and this one, this was also planted last year, and this is Pear. It's sugar baby. Sugar baby. But I don't know if you guys know about this. I didn't get a chance to record or have a video of the flower of a pear, but I asked my neighbor, when I asked her about pear, because they do have a pear, two varieties, Bartlett and Kefir. I don't know if I said it right, but anyways, that right there is a pear fruit. But anyways, going back to the story that I wanted to tell you, did you know that this variety of this pear sugar baby, it has a very beautiful flower, but guess what? The flower is so stinky. It is stinky. I don't know, but I asked my neighbor, does hers stink? And she said no. She never really noticed it. So I'm like, oh, but we'll see. So the nursery that I bought it from last year, she said that this baby pears, they're supposed to be really hard and then crunchy. And I was like, that is what I wanted, because I know some other varieties, they tend to be mushy, and I don't really prefer that. I like the crunchy, like you know, my peaches, my pears, apples, I like them crunchy. Okay, so this is the sugar baby, and then of course I got some jujube here, but they're not waking up yet. This was given to me by my friend, and there's another one all the way there, but it's pretty small, so I'm not gonna show that to you. But this one, I don't know if it's still alive or not, but I'm hoping it is. But as you can see here, this is what we have, like all the way there and straight all the way there are all like fruits. And then, oh, let me show you. Of course, I'll have to show you my cherry. This is a big cherry. Guess what? It has a The flower is so pretty, and it smells really good. So this is it right here. I can't believe it though. You know, my husband, his favorite fruit is, one of his favorite fruit is cherry, and that is Bing. And obviously this is Bing right here. We got it at Home Depot last year. We planted all the fruits here last year except for peaches and the persimmons, because we planted that the same year we moved here, like during the fall. And of course, my plums. I can't forget to share my plums. I actually had to prune so much, and I couldn't show you the amount of like suckers. They call it the suckers, right? I don't know. Like this, we're filled with this, and I have to take that like this, right? So this is actually the, oh, what is this? The AO variety. And as you can see, there are some fruits. I should have recorded this when they were in full bloom, but see that right there? Yep, there are some fruits. I don't know how much. You know, there's going to be a lot of wind, and wind sometimes, you know, tend to destroy, not really destroy, but it tends to get those fruits, you know, fall from its branches. So we'll see. And then of course over there, that is the Methley. I pruned it so much. I don't know if I did it right, but I feel so bad for this one. I'm not doing it right because I'm not a pro. I'm really trying, and I'm thinking about, if you look at it this way, I think I'm gonna have to cut this too, right, to make sure that it's even, but we'll see. And of course the other one over there, this is the Santa Rosa, which is the most popular variety, and there's so much flowers and blossoms. But of course I had to prune this one significantly too, as you can see all those leaves, because all over its branches were filled with this little, you know, suckers like that. So I'm hoping that I'm doing it right. But anyways, here's the fruit. There's so much, but of course the wind and the birds, who knows. But I'm hoping that this year we will have some fruits from the plums, and then maybe some of the apples and some of the grapes, and of course the cherry. But the cherry, I'm not expecting so much because it needs to branch out, because it's pretty small, you know, at this time. I don't even know how old these fruit trees are when I planted them. So I think for today, yes, let's just show you the grapes, apples, pear, jujube, cherry, and then the plums. So this is all the fruit trees we have that I can show you today, but maybe next time I'll show you the other fruit trees. But if you wanted to see something else too, let me know, because I would love to show you what we have. But yes, you guys, you should start your own food forest. I think this will be very beneficial, because you know exactly what's not going in your fruits, and you know exactly what you're eating, right? So you guys, happy gardening, okay?